Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the dog. So welcome back all my puppy pals. How are we doing today? Let's find out, shall we, as we shuffle these cards up, mix them all around and pick 3 out for you guys. Let's stop about there. And we're going to take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we're going to start off there with one positive, moving over into 2 negatives. And even though those negatives outnumber that positive, we're going to remain optimistic for now, because as I've said before, white isn't always all right and black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the compatibilities when we flip them over. So let's start with the positive and see what we've got. Okay, so change is coming. Change is on its way. There is something ending, so something else can begin. Unfortunately, this thing could be coming at a cost. It could be coming at, a cost to yourself, a cost of your own financial sort of situation, or, you've had to pay for it. You've actually had to do something to encourage this or to manifest this. It could be something that's also come at a cost of your own sort of energy, your own focus. You've had to compromise a little bit. You've had to maybe even be a bit diplomatic to get to this point. You may not even be happy with the situation that you're in right now. Your compromising or the sort of haggling may not have actually gone in your favor as you once anticipated or thought it would. But that's okay, because we're gonna move forward with this in a productive, progressive, positive way. Because that rabbit is moving. That rabbit is optimistically in the positive, and it is going forward. It wants to take away the old, it wants to bring in the new. It wants to put you in a place where you need to be, because the rabbit isn't just a catalyst card, it is also your soulmate card. So it's on the same soulmate line as you, which means anything that you have to endure, anything that you are going through, anything that you're having to basically put up with, anything that you may feel uncomfortable with is good. Even if you don't see it that way, it is, because it is growth. And growth is you becoming the person or being put into the place that you are supposed to be for the next phase of your journey. And that's going to happen whether we like it or not. That's going to happen whether we want it to, or if it, even if it displeases us. It may not be something that we would prefer. It may not be our preferred option, but it is something that is for us like a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. So we have a stepping stone to look forward to. That rabbit is compatible with you, so it's not going to set you up for anything that you can't handle. The fact that you're leveling up, the fact that you're growing, that is because you're ready for it. You're ready for this. You're ready for the next step. The next step, unfortunately, is that black rooster. Now, I say unfortunately, not so much that you're incompatible. It's just that black rooster is going to put a bit of dampener on things, because we're looking at maybe a bit of financial difficulties. We're looking at maybe paying too much from this transition, or to get to where you are, we financially sort of overpaid. We put too much in. We've been overzealous. We've overindulged. Now, that's not something to necessarily worry about as itself. It's just recuperating it now becomes your main concern or your main priority. And that, of course, is going to be time consuming. It's going to take your focus. It's going to cost you in your own energy. It's going to cost you maybe more in sort of that time that is going to be spent to recuperate. And let's not forget that what's got you to this point is more hard work and all the stuff that you've put into it to get to a point where you're going to have to put in hard work and put more into it, because you don't just open the door. You've opened the door, and now you've got to walk into it. You've got to study the room. You've got to be a part of it, and you can't just get to this point and then retreat, give up and stop. This is why the compromise has been so almost unfair. It's almost like you've haggled yourself into a worse situation, or at least it will feel that way, at least for a time. Now, you're a logical person. You've got common sense. You know that this is just going to be a temporary setback. It's just going to feel so dragged out. It's going to feel as if everything is against you, even when it's not. So you need to stay positive. You've got to look at it from a positive perspective as much as you can. Try and be patient. Try and be understanding. Because nobody, especially you, needs you to be all over the place. You know, if you're trying to find problems or poke holes or to find issues in this, you are going to find that it is difficult, or it will be increasingly difficult, or get more difficult for you because you're placing things in your way, and you don't want to do that. You want to focus on the end game. It's not so much the journey here. It's not about the journey as much as it is about the destination. You want to get to where you want to get to. You want to move into that place. Once you've got to that place, all of these troubles, all of these worries, all of these obstacles that you've got here at this moment that are there, they will slowly be overcome. They will be forgotten. They will be pushed to the wayside. They won't seem relevant anymore. They won't dictate the outcome because you'll already be at the end game. So you need to focus on that. As soon as you start thinking of reasons why that won't work, as soon as you start being negative, as soon as you start thinking to yourself that there's no point doing it, or there's no point, pursuing this anymore, etc., etc., you are then going to find reasons to stop, and then it won't be achieved, and then everything will be a waste, and we don't want that. That rooster is critical, yes, but the worst thing that you can be is critical to yourself. That's the energy we're looking at here. The energy that we're looking at here is you being critical of yourself and making almost mountains out of these molehills. We're going to then move into the rooster's best friend here, the black snake. The rooster and the snake go together incredibly well. They are both of the thinker's triangle, so they are compatible in that sense, so they will be working together in this. Now, the way this works now is that there's obviously stuff that you need to think about, but it's going to be more on a emotional level. Things are going to cost you emotionally, not just in the physical sense, like monetary or sort of, putting physical energy into things. It may not be about money. It may not be about money or that sort of physical aspect. It could be an emotional one. We could be looking at an emotional issue, an emotional problem. Now, the compatibility between the snake and the dog isn't a bad one. So we're not looking at an attack here. That rooster and the snake are trying to work with you. It's just you've been thrust into this through this catalytic moment, into this change. And as I say, it's not been fair, or at least you don't feel it's fair. That's why I feel this is more an emotional one, where you're going to start to think that this is disrespecting you, or there's a confrontation that is personal to you. There's something that's personally attacking you almost. What we need to look at here is how much ambition, persistence, dedication that you have in order to pursue this, because these are all things that are going to come at that cost. You're going to have to pay these things as a price. That's the price that you have to pay. That level of dedication, that discipline, that sort of emotional toll that it's going to take to get through this. And it means stiffening that upper lip. It means not taking things personally. It means if you want respect, then you're going to have to start with respecting yourself and your position. As soon as you start respecting that you're the reason that you're in this position, and you take accountability for that, you'll see that there is more faith to be had. There is more faith in this to be had than you may originally think. Now, this could have something to do with a relationship. This could have something to do with something close to you, something intimate, something that means a lot to you, something that is around you that you feel attached to. And maybe it's slipping away, maybe it's not as it used to be, maybe it is changing somehow, maybe it has put you in a position where you don't feel necessarily comfortable anymore, or you feel attacked. Maybe you did try and negotiate and compromise but got the worst sort of end of the deal there, and it could have been better for you. It has come at a cost, because emotionally it's draining you, it's almost exhausting, and you're holding on to it, yes, but why are we holding on to it? Because if it is coming at a cost to us, is it because we are dedicated to it? Is it because we have ambitions? Is it because that we have dreams for the future with this particular thing, or in this particular situation? Because if you don't see yourself in this position, or willing to see this through, this could be an opportunity right now to step back. Maybe this is an opportunity to change direction. If not, then this is something that you need to work on. This is something that you need to push through. Try and see the positive. It's only you that is going to see the negatives in this. It's only you that's going to start seeing reasons why it's going to fail. You're not an overly possessive person. You're not. So you don't need to hold on to this too tight. You don't need to make a point about it. All you need to do is keep working towards it, doing what you're doing, crossing things off the list, making your presence known, and taking the accountability where you should be taking accountability, but also the credit where the credit is due. Because there's no point allowing other people to take credit for what you are doing. That's almost disrespectful and offensive to you, and if you are allowing that, then you're allowing that disrespect. You are allowing yourself to be in that position. So it's not so much that you could be seeing the problems or creating the problems or poking holes in it or finding flaws. You could potentially be creating that with yourself, within yourself, about yourself. And that's not going to end well for anybody, especially you. But we'll find out how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the dog. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the pig, so if you're interested in what those guys are up to, I will see you over there next. If not, no worries, I'll just catch you in a video next time for you guys born in the year of the dog. Thank you for watching. Love and peace.